One of the most significant challenges we face in public education today has existed for a long time. Our traditional system was not designed to effectively close the mismatch that exists between where many students are when they arrive at school and the grade level expectations of their teachers. The students who are most affected by this are mainly from under-resourced communities. So we need change, a fundamental shift to provide struggling students with personalized instruction as part of their day. That's our mission at nonprofit Saga Education, to leverage the proven power of high-impact tutoring to help schools transform what they do and to dramatically accelerate equity by improving outcomes for underserved students. In 2002, I became the executive director of a school in Boston, and with a colleague there introduced what we now call high-impact tutoring. We did not replace what teachers were doing. Instead, we provided supplemental support, tutoring our students every day during the school year. One of those students was my co-founder, AJ Gutierrez.
What made a difference for me and my classmates was the human relationship and having the same tutor throughout the entire school year. I went from a student struggling with math to the first in my family to graduate from college and earning an MBA from Boston University. And so I'm not only the co-founder of Saga Education, but I'm also an original high-impact tutoring success story.
In 2014, AJ and I formed Saga Education as a nonprofit with the vision to accelerate educational equity across this country. We brought high-impact tutoring directly into schools, and our flagship city became the city of Chicago. Our program has been rigorously evaluated by the education labs of the University of Chicago using large-scale, randomized, controlled trials. They found that students learned up to 2.5 years worth of math in one academic year. We also helped prove that we can close the opportunity gap by 50% in one academic year while reducing math failure rates.
And the research proved that high-impact tutoring provided exactly what we set out to accomplish, which is change. Students gain confidence, improved academically to stay on track for graduation. And statistics show that students who succeed with early literacy and high school math are 5 times more likely to graduate. And these are critical areas that can profoundly change a student's life if they're successful.
The results of tutoring are impressive, but Saga can't scale meaningful change going it alone. That's why while we still administer our program directly in the city of Chicago and in cities elsewhere, change at scale is only going to come through partnering with districts and states to empower them to implement their own high-impact tutoring programs in their local context. We are optimistic that together we can change the equation, working with states and districts to help more students succeed. Saga now leverages the power of artificial intelligence to enhance human connections. Using emerging technology, we help districts give tutors immediate feedback on their sessions and practical strategies to boost student participation and engagement. AI analysis of tutorial session will also power personalized coaching and personalized professional development for tutors.
We also work with policymakers on both sides of the aisle to pass legislation to create the conditions to sustain high-impact tutoring long-term so that it's part of the fabric of how schools operate. This bipartisan support for high-impact tutoring underscores a universal trust in the efficacy of our approach. And the University of Chicago calculated a return of $6 for every dollar invested in high-impact tutoring. And this means that this approach is among the most cost-effective ever rigorously evaluated in U.S. public education.
Our goal is to support improvement in the lives of the 3 million underserved students who struggle with early literacy and middle and late grades math. Find out how you can be a part of the meaningful change needed to accelerate educational equity by visiting saga.org/change.
Help us change the equation.